Hey guys, thanks for exactly, let's see, how many months have I been doing this? 2 years! 2 years I've been doing SROS. Okay, that's a little bit of an insane milestone. Like, I didn't expect to be doing this for 2 years, and we've already made it 14 episodes in the series. SROS 15 is on the way, most likely scheduled to be uploaded roughly July 18th or sometime in July. Around mid-July, because it's a big episode, and I'd just like to say thanks for 2 years of this show. And I'd like to answer a few questions that I personally had for myself and wanted to answer about SROS. And so let's start off with SROS 1. Each episode will have one question about what went wrong or why. And let's start with, why does SROS 1 start with Sorry screaming at a very high-pitched noise? Okay, there's one easy answer to this. Is that there was a section before this. I had that pre-recorded, and then I had the end part pre-recorded. It's because when I had the script written, I forgot the and so, being me, I had to go redo that, and forgot to put that first part in because I didn't restart the recording. Instead, I was just going to go edit it in and then change it up. And that was so dumb of me, I had to say, yeah. Don't know why I did it, but I did that. Anyways, let's move on to SROS 2. The paper episode. Oh, okay. If you want to know the paper episode reasoning, there was a huge reasoning behind it. It's because in that BFB show I was making during SROS, I was more focused on that than actually focused on SROS, and so I was instead making that while I should have been working on SROS number 2. And I said, oh, SROS 2 is going to come out in January. It should be easy enough for me to work on it. I'd never worked on it. So I had to, at the end of January, to fill my promise I could have worked on, and said, side note, it's coming out in February. I'm sorry for the delay, but I had to do it. But no, I chose not to do that, and instead decided at the end of January, just to do one day recording of a paper object show, and it was terrible, and I regret it immensely, but it fit with the theme, the budget cuts. Okay, SROS 3, there's one question. What was why, oh, that's bright, okay. Why did I change the elimination style? Okay, here's the main reason. Here, I want to make a joke. Here. Okay, so anyways, prize was bag of chips, of course, and a bag of chips in the previous episode got cut in half by scissors. And instead of continuing that, because I would have to edit it out of the actual, regular world, edit that out, cut Green Bay Packers in half, I didn't want to because my phone was bad and would not connect to the computer and couldn't really work with it. So I had to deal with it and hope that it would work. But then I came up with the idea. T is green. His entire show is about the color green. And look who it is. Green Bay Packers gets eliminated in this episode. So I thought it'd be the funniest joke in the world to say, Green Bay Packers turn green. Why did I choose to do that? I have no idea. And because I said they have to turn back and do their own, because Bag of Chips never actually truly gets eliminated because he never turned green. So I had to go back and redo that so he'd actually be eliminated. And so I did that. So I brought him back for a hide-and-seek challenge because I was originally going to do dodgeball, then thought dodgeball's going to be too hard. So I decided to say, Diamond Block messes up the challenge, absolutely gets himself kicked out of the challenge because to make a reason for why the challenge wasn't dodgeball, that was the reasoning. And I just went from there. So yeah, that's your answer of SROS 3 and the whole challenge thing. Anyways, next up is SROS 4, Kraken Buster. Yeah, a little bit misspelling on Buster. It was supposed to be Kraken Busters. But, yeah, I didn't remember that. Okay, Anyways, let's answer the big question I have about this episode for myself. Why was the episode 1 minute, 14 minutes and 40 seconds? I stutter. I stuttered a lot. And, okay, I hate saying this, but I stutter a lot when I'm recording. And so during this, I recorded the lines, and a lot of them had stutters, so I had to drag them out so you couldn't hear the stutter. And that kind of just sucked and made the episode longer. Also, another reason is I originally had a 21-page script for the entire episode, is because this scene right here was originally supposed to take, if it loads, take 5 minutes. I counted. I originally did the entire read-through. It was 7 pages of his apology. No, I just remember I had to cut so many things out because me being a naive, I don't know how old I was when I made this. I think 14. Yeah. But when I made this, I felt stupid, and so I went back and changed it, and now look at where it is, and it only took me, I think, 2 minutes. And luckily I changed that because it would have been 5 minutes of your entire time wasted on just listening to Diamond Black's apology letter because of my stuttering. And also the entire 7 pages of that. Okay. Next up is Green Surprises. What's the deal with the Green Room? Yeah, that's an amazing question. What is the deal with the Green Room? I came up with it. Okay. I said, oh, that greenhouse, I needed to fit in the story somewhere, so I decided, why not use a greenhouse? Brilliant idea, just brilliant. And I was just like, is this really limited? Let's go, because I just don't want to kill them off, because that would just be sick, even though I did that in episode 2. And also, it's to convey it that contestants can rejoin, and voila, there was a rejoin. SROS 6, Escape from the T. Now, we're actually not going to look at the entire episode. This episode was perfectly fine, in my opinion. It did suck. I did not like it. But there is one thing I do have a question about. Is why did I change the two-word format for the title? It used to be just 2 words. We had originally something new. Budget cuts. Dodge and Seek and I Don't Count. And Kraken Busters and Green Surprises. And then we have Escape from the T, which is 4 words. Even if you don't count the as a word. It's 3 words. And I don't know why I did that. It was really just going to be called T Escape. That's what it was literally just going to be called, was T Escape. But I was like, that was a really bad name, so I changed it to Escape from the T. And it's a lot better, but I don't know why I started changing that. And then the format just kind of continued. That it was no longer a 2-word name, besides Drop and Crack and the new episode, which I will drop a new reveal. The new episode is called Forgotten History. Weird name, but yeah, there's one other episode that didn't follow that trend. Besides episode 7, episode 11 followed that trend, and it's called 10 again, and yeah, it followed that trend. But episode 7, here's the real kicker. The thumbnail designs changed. What was my whole idea with the thumbnails? Because here, I will actually pan over the camera a bit. Was my idea with the thumbnails. Changed from episode 6 to episode 7. I was lazy. I decided to stop being lazy. Episode 7's thumbnail is trash. I would have to say myself, I do not like it. And it is bad. I will agree. And so it's changed. I did want to change it up from episode 7 to episode 8, but it got better episode 8. Well, actually, I think the best thumbnail might be episode 14. Oops. There goes my episode 14's thumbnail, because it wasn't actually mostly made by me. It was made by fellow YouTuber Chris Bay, which they just gave me the concept idea. I drew it. They just gave me the concept idea, which, thank you, by the way. But yeah. That's SROS 7 and why I changed the thumbnail design. Okay, SROS 8. There's not really much to talk about this episode. Besides, there's one thing. Where is it? What was the whole, oh my god, what? There was nothing. Well, this part right here. This. Oh. Where Starry and Yo-Yo were out in the desert, and I was just like, oh, this is decently funny. I don't know why I use this as the background. It's really dumb, but episode 8, what? Oh, here, the question. Why did Anchor show up? I have no questions for episode 8. Why did Anchor show up again? And turn evil. Backstory. I don't know. And, the ending. Why does T kill Green Bay Packers? To relate to episode 9 where Green Bay Packers just randomly shows up again. Duh. Okay. SROS 9, Master Chef. Why does Bricky show up? Yeah, there's going to be a lot of answers on why do characters just randomly show up. Start off the whole debut thing. It's literally the whole reason they showed up. I need to stop clicking on Discord. That was the whole reason they showed up is because of the whole debut thing. And, yeah, it's literally the whole reason. Literally the whole reason. And I just thought Bricky was a funny character at first, and then I kind of made him a joke in episode 10, but we'll get to episode 10 next. Why is it just called 10? And why is the episode really only actually 6 minutes and 50 seconds long when the entire rest of the episode is just voting? Literally, there's no much of the episode. It's because every single debuter had their own line, and the episode would have just been 6 minutes, 56 seconds, and I was like, this episode took me a week. Like 2 weeks. It took me 2 weeks. And I was like, why did it take me 2 weeks if it was 11 minutes and 1 second? And then I looked back and it was only 6 minutes and 56 seconds, and it's just dragged out because of the debuter screen. I'm sorry about that. But also the reason why it was just called 10 is because there was 10 contestants left, and it was also episode 10, and the name's called 10. And then episode 11 was just called 10 again. There's no reason it was called 10 again. Also, why did Highlighter Cap debut? Here's a good question. Highlighter Cap was originally not supposed to debut, okay? Not supposed to debut, okay? It is because there was a tie vote, and I decided to ask one of my friends, what would you have in the show? That is also how I decided that there was a tie between Skiggle and QB originally, but I asked, who would you rather have in the show? Would you rather have QB or Squiggle? I showed them the episode, and they said they'd rather have QB, and that's why QB stay in the game. And that Diamond Black, there was a whole different situation. I didn't ask anyone. I just wanted Diamond Black gone, because, yeah. But this episode, the whole reason Highlighter Cap debuted is because I wanted to actually use my British voice, and I just thought it would be lovely to put out a character because it was so amazingly epic. Oh gosh, that sounds awful. Oh my gosh. But I like that voice so much, and I wanted Highlighter Cap in the show. Like, I didn't vote at all, but I made the executive decision of putting Highlighter Cap in the show because it was a 1-to-1 and 1-to-1 tie. And so, yes, I did, understandably, yeah, rigged it a bit because it was a 1-to-1 to 1-to-1 to 1 tie. So I generally just gave the win to Highlighter Cap. It was episode 12, Trees of Treasure. Why was this a good episode? Okay. There's not many flaws with this episode. Like, at all. This episode was perfect. This was the perfect episode ever. Also, this. Okay. The main reason. Okay. There's some semblance behind this. This was a new style I was trying out, okay? there was a bunch of new styles that I started trying out during this episode. And yeah, I just liked using new styles and using new goofy animation like this. And I really think this was the best episode that I pulled together. Uh, Overall, I have no questions for this episode at all, besides one thing. There's a comment. Oh, wait, never mind, it's gone. Actually, wait a minute. Sort by news first. Come on. Nope. There was no comment. I guess it was gone. Oh, wait, no. Someone said in a Discord server saying that I should change what the mouse open, and that inspired me to finish the entire show perfectly and flawlessly. And that is the main thing that's keeping SROS alive today, and what's made SROS 13 and 14 really good as well. Now, the Rock Raffle. Why is it called the Rock Raffle even though the challenge is about getting gold? And also, this. Why did I start doing this? I just thought it looked cool. I genuinely just thought it looked cool. Like, can you blame me? The characters blending in with the background and also having a dark overtone with it, just perfect in my opinion. And also, what's the QB's voting icon? Also, why was QB up for elimination every single challenge episode? It's because QB was supposed to be a character for the viewers to hate. I don't know, but yeah, Return to Sender. Okay, there's actually a whole joke around the name. It was originally because I was doing a hardcore Minecraft and died while trying to get the Return to Sender achievement. Got the Return to Sender achievement by myself, of course. And then died right after getting it. And I was like... and named the whole episode after it. Also, why did this episode take me 15 days? It turned out like this. Like, really good. Like, really good. My opinion, best episode. I need to work on the voices, but yeah, one of the better episodes. Like, no questions. Also, the stone, I love it. Also, sneak peek at SROS. I'm not actually, no, I don't have it pulled up, so I can't really give it a sneak peek. But there's really no questions I have. Also, yeah. Also, I want to. Here's a spoiler. Okay. Anyways, thanks for watching this video about SROS and about how what I had questions about the series, and also this kind of way to celebrate 2 years. If you have any questions or comments about the series, I will post that in the comments as well. But if you have any questions or what I should do with the series going forward, also I have another spoiler, a character that I was going to put in a thumbnail like a long time ago. I don't know why. It was supposed to be for SROS 5 when I redid the thumbnails. Will be in SROS 15. It was randomly just appeared in an art thing I did. No one will know where it is, but yeah. Anyways, bye bye everyone, and also one thing left to clarify. There, I don't know how to say it, but yeah, bye. I'll explain in a later video about the name change on YouTube.